Hey there gamers, and welcome to another episode of our weekly Dream Snaps series. And boy, do we have a lot to talk about today. I think today's most interesting topic is going to be the return of the limited time Eggstravaganza event. And if this is your first experience with Eggstravaganza, I've got you covered. We'll be discussing everything you need to know, including rewards, quests, craftables, and more. We'll also be taking a look at my Dream Snap results for the DIY theme park challenge and revealing my submission to YouTube for the first time. Following that, we'll dive into this week's exciting new Dream Snap challenge and then take a look at this week's 2-page premium shop lineup featuring our second returning Star Path item. As usual, we'll end today's breakdown by displaying and reviewing all of the items from today's premium shop lineup. Before we get started, I'd like to mention that I'm a small full-time content creator, so every like on these videos can make a big difference for me. Also, consider subscribing for more Disney Dreamlight Valley and gaming content. And with that out of the way, let's get started. So like we mentioned in the intro, the first thing we're going to touch on today is my DIY theme park submission. Now the reason I'm standing in this empty field is I actually destroyed my entire theme park, rebuilt it just for this Dream Snap, and then tore it all down again. So a little bit too much time went into this particular submission. If you're wondering why I tore it down, I don't know, I've had my theme park here for a long time. I wanted some change. I want to do something different with the Forest of Valor. Don't have time to get into it for this video. So for now, we'll stay on topic and go take a look at my mailbox. Okay, very nice. We're once again in the top 1,000, a top 200 rank here. We got rank 195. We scored 82.63. And we got our 4,000 Moonstone reward. This is about what I was expecting for the amount of effort and time that went into it, so I'm glad it performed as expected. Let's go ahead and claim these rewards and we'll take a look at the submission. All right, and here is my DIY theme park submission. Now, as you can tell, I went with a nighttime shot here. I did play around with the sunset shot as well, but I really like the nighttime more because I wanted to cast a couple of silhouettes, mainly there on the Founders statue. The focal point of this Dream Snap was that Walt and Mickey statue right behind my avatar there, which is a big reason why I had my avatar sitting down. The statue features a couple of elegant clock towers, and then behind that we have some blue street lamps. The blue street lamps give it this really nice glow, and it makes the Walt and Mickey part of the statue have this really wonderful silhouette so that even players voting on a small screen will be able to have that statue stand out a little bit. To highlight the statue even more, I surrounded the area with the starlight projectors and also used the ancient fountains along the walkway leading up to the statue. Now, the statue served as the focal point, like I said, but there is a lot more going on in this Dream Snap, so let's break down the foreground and background. In this shot, my character is sitting right in front of one of the rivers in the Forest of Valor, and that's why I put these widescreen borders in the photo. It does limit how much you see, but it made it a lot cleaner. This also allowed for a pretty cool effect with the fireworks and the candles. I wanted the candle to seem like the fireworks were lit and about to go off, and when toying around with different items for the foreground, I just thought fireworks were the best choice for this because Disney parks are known for the fireworks displays. Behind our avatar on the right, we have the Disney Park Topiary, and on the left, we have the new Centennial Fountain that was part of the premium shop lineup the week this challenge was live. I used a similar effect on the Centennial Fountain that I used on the Founder statue, but I didn't want to put too much blue light in the scene, so I put a purple street lamp behind the Centennial Fountain to get a similar silhouette. Behind the Centennial Fountain, you'll see the Teacup Ride, and behind the Topiary, you'll see the Dumbo Ride. Now, there's one more hidden silhouetted statue in this lineup, or should I say fountain. On the far right-hand side of the screen here behind the Dumbo Ride, I put a row of purple street lamps behind the Nightmare Before Christmas fountain. Now, this is a small detail in the photo, so anybody voting on a smaller screen or any players that didn't enlarge the Dream Snap while voting probably didn't even see this touch, but I knew it was there and I thought it was really fun. I think one of my favorite things about this shot is the deep background. On the right side of the background, you can see the Dreamlight Castle located north of the plaza. To the left of that, we have the Mickey Ferris wheel, and to the left of the Ferris wheel, we have the Pizza Planet attraction. I really like the way Pizza Planet lined up here. The tip of the rocket is just right at the top of the border, and the lights projecting onto the rocket look really, really solid in the background. Finally, to the far left of that, you can see the Tower of Terror, and a little in front of that, you can see the V8 station. I'm not gonna lie, it was quite a challenge to squeeze everything into this scene like this, and I was a little worried it would be too busy, but I tried to space things out enough in the background to where it wasn't overwhelming. Judging by the rank, I think players approve. And with that out of the way, let's move on to the next topic. Now, before we jump into everything you need to know about the Egg event, let's take a look at this week's brand new Dream Snap Challenge. This one to me is super exciting. I love the theme and concept, and I cannot wait to see what you all come up with. This week's brand new Dream Snap Challenge is called Ancient Aesthetics. It is a decor challenge that states, it's time to get old school. Decorate with the past as your inspiration. Everything from Merlin to mythology is on the table. So I have to say, I don't think I've been this excited for a challenge in a long time. And these are my favorite kind of challenges when it's a theme or concept that I know I'm going to enjoy putting together and planning. I'm really excited to dive into this one. Let me know your thoughts on this week's brand new challenge. Are you excited about it? Is it kind of outside of what you like to create? Or do you think it's really fun and fresh and new, like just something that we haven't seen before? That's kind of how I'm feeling about it. But for now, let's take a quick dive into the Eggstravaganza event, and then we'll finally move on to the Premium Shop Breakdown. And now it's time to discuss the Eggstravaganza event. And until April 17th, you will have 3 special egg variants that you'll be able to collect throughout the valley. There is a blue egg, which is the wild spring egg that can be foraged off the ground in any of your biomes. There is the spring vegetable, which is grown from special seeds that you can make at your crafting station. Oh, and I should probably also mention that unfortunately the vegetable seeds require Dreamlight to craft, coming in at 20 Dreamlight per seed. And there is the excellent fruit, harvested from the egg bushes that you can see right in front of me here. You should have a total of 3 bushes. One can be found in your plaza, and the other 2 can be in any of the biomes you've unlocked. Each bush produces 3 excellent fruits, and it takes 1 hour for them to regenerate after you've picked the fruit. Now, as you can see here, I only have 2 bushes. I can't find my third. I don't know where it is. Maybe it'll turn up later. I don't know. In addition to these 3 special egg types that you'll be collecting, there are 2 repeatable quests. There is a daily Wally quest called Blooming and Blossoming, and a weekly quest called Bunnies on the Run. The daily quest is quite simple. You just craft a pretty flower basket and you give it to Wally, and you'll be rewarded with 200 friendship XP for Wally, 5 excellent fruits, 5 wild spring eggs, and 1 vegetable. The weekly event, Bunnies on the Run, will require you to chase down and catch 5 bunnies running around the plaza. Once you've caught all 5, you go talk to Wally, you bring him the bunnies, and you'll be rewarded with 1,000 friendship XP for Wally, 20 excellent fruits, 20 wild spring eggs, and 5 spring vegetables. These eggs can be used to craft 3 new cooked meals and 5 new decor items. There are also 4 event-exclusive tasks that you can find under the Village section in the Dreamlight tab, and these come with some pretty exciting rewards. Under the Dreamlight tab in the Village section, you will find 4 Eggstravaganza tasks. And in my opinion, the best rewards come from the first task here, which is called That's Not Where Eggs Come From. This is a 4-part task requiring you to harvest spring vegetables. After harvesting 10, you get a spring chocolate. At 30, you get the blue spring rabbit. At 60, you get the pink spring rabbit. And at 100, you get the yellow spring rabbit. That's right, you'll get 3 adorable new companions for completing this one task. The only downside is the 20 Dreamlight needed for each seed. The second task is called Spring Taste Test, and this one is quite simple. You just need to eat each of the event cooked meals. Upon doing so, you'll complete this task, and you'll be rewarded with the Spring Tableware. The spring chocolate can be made with 1 yellow egg, 1 sugarcane, and 1 cocoa bean. The spring egg bowl is made with 1 of each egg, 1 sugarcane, and 1 cocoa bean. And the spring mimosa eggs are made with 1 of each egg and basil. Our third task is called Wally Loves Flowers. And for this task, all you have to do is pick 50 flowers while hanging out with Wally. This one can be done very, very quickly. If you have some flowers in a chest, just take out 50 flowers, drop them on the ground, hang out with Wally, pick them back up, and the job's done. You can even use an ancient vacuum to scoop them all up immediately and finish the task in seconds. For completing this task, you'll be rewarded with the decorative tulip bouquet. Our fourth and final task of the event is called Exceptional Decorating. And like the others, this task is quite simple. You only need to place 4 egg-themed crafted decor pieces. So once you place the don't put them all in one basket, the spring egg bounty, the over easy chair, and the sunny side up arch, this task will be completed and you'll be rewarded with the tulip lamp. And there you have it. That's everything you really need to know about the Extravaganza event. If you have any more questions about this, feel free to ask us down in the comments below. I'm sure people from the community or myself could respond to any questions or inquiries you might have. And with that out of the way, it's finally time to dive in to this week's Premium Shop Refresh. Alright, and here we are finally back into the Premium Shop. Once again, we have 2 pages to choose from, and there are a load of really exciting items in here this week. The first thing I want to talk about is Prince Eric's ship. This is one of my favorite premium houses. Not only does it help to really elevate certain dream snaps that might be like an ocean theme or a pirate theme, it's also just a really fun house to play with, and I'll show you what I mean later when we dive into the review. The next item here is the Hercules landscaping set. For only 1,500 moonstones, you're going to get the Phil statue, the mighty gazebo, and the curved marble bench. Next up, we have the return of the icy wings, and of course, we have our second returning Star Path item, which is Platinum Mickey. Platinum Mickey was from the Centennial Star Path, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Platinum Mickey was the final reward. Now, I already own this, so I have no idea what it's going to cost you guys in Moonstones. You can let me know in the comments. I'm really interested. But all things considered, I really think it would have been better to have more decor, or at least, you know, if I was missing Star Path items, that's what I would want more. I would want more decor and outfits. I mean, the dream styles are really cool as well, don't get me wrong. I'm sure a lot of people are excited for this, but 2 weeks ago, we got the Adventures Out There Bloom Basket. It was awesome, but I mean, there's so many other really, really cool decor items from that Star Path. So I was expecting to see a bit more decor, but hey, let me know what you guys think. Are you all excited for the Platinum Mickey Dream style, or were you hoping on more decor or outfits? I'd love to hear your thoughts on, you know, the way they're distributing these Star Path items. On page 2, we have the first ever premium house that was released in the game. That is the Palace. Now, this is what I use as my primary house. I love the Palace. I've always found it to be so beautiful. And I was just excited to live in a castle because I was living in that ugly yellow vinyl-sided house while Prince Eric had a castle, and it just rubbed me the wrong way. So it's really cool to see the Palace returning. We also got the Royal Jacket set, which wasn't in the premium shop not but too long ago. I mean, it was there this winter. I think maybe they're dropping this again to go with the Palace to give you a Palace and a Royal outfit. I think that's kind of a fun touch. We also have the Turning Red ski outfit, which was also in the premium shop relatively recently. This was maybe a couple of months ago, and this one's pretty fun, but you know, we're outside of winter now and going into spring and summer, so I don't know if a lot of people are going to go for this one. Maybe they'll just get it just to have it collected if they don't have it yet. And lastly, we have the Tart Turtle. This is such a cute companion. I love this guy. There's also like a fruit themed crocodile. So if you get like a cooking dream snap, or if you're doing like a picnic dream snap, I don't know. I feel like they can go good with certain dream snaps, but if you're limited on moonstones, yeah, I don't know. I think I'd be going more towards some of the other items. Now for our premium shop breakdown, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about the castle or the palace, because this was the first premium house they dropped. I feel like everybody's seen it at this point. It's large, it's fun, it's got a lot of detail, and it's one of my favorite houses in the game. But aside from that, you know, there's not a whole lot to talk about. And of course, our other premium option for houses this week is going to be Prince Eric's ship, which I prefer to use as a pirate ship. It is such a fun house. You can put it on land and you can put it in the water, so it is very versatile and a lot more versatile than many of the other premium houses. So once you go inside here, I really, I just think it's such a fun house to decorate. I made mine look like a ship interior, and I even gave it this big treasure vault with all of these gems and rubies and the Scrooge safe. So I just had a lot of fun with this house. I think, I just like pirates. I think a lot of people like the pirate theme. If you don't have this house, I will say this does not come through the premium shop that often. I feel like it's been a long time. I've actually had a lot of people asking me when I thought it would come back. So here it is. This is your chance. If you don't get it now, you might end up having to wait another several months. It might be even better to get than the palace would be because, like I said, it's more versatile. You could put it in the water, you can put it on the shore, you can do whatever you want with it. Now to discuss the returning Star Path item, which is Platinum Mickey. Platinum Mickey is one of 2 Mickey Mouse dream styles in the game right now, and it's one of the only dream styles that feels good to use year-round because the other one is obviously a Christmas theme. And here it is, it's nice, it's clean, it's fun, but I almost prefer Mickey more with his regular skin. The Platinum Mickey is cool and it's, it just looks nice, but I've had it and I wasn't even using it because for Dream Snaps and stuff, I like Mickey's iconic look a lot more than I like Platinum Mickey. And like I said, I don't know how many moonstones this costs because I already had it. So if it's like 2,000 moonstones and you're trying to get other stuff in the shop and you're low, I would pass on this, to be fair, unless you're just a very big fan of the look. But yeah, it's all right. Now let's take a look at some of our clothing options. We have the long jacket with gilded roses and the belted jacket with gilded roses. So the long jacket, you can see this one is a little bit more open. You can see this like suit under it. It's got this really beautiful scarf hanging down with these little Dreamlight sparkles on it and the gold tones. And it's got all these like gold roses. And on the back, there is this embroidered castle at the base, which I think is really, really fun. Like I said, I think they added this because they're adding the palace and they wanted to give you some royal clothes if you wanted to pick up the palace. Now, the belted jacket with the gilded rose, I think is a little bit more cool. I like this one more. I don't know why. It just resonates with me a little bit better. It does have the same design on the back with the palace, and you have the embroidery with the roses and the gold and black. I think these are really, really cool outfit items that you can utilize. Unfortunately, for Dream Snaps, if it's an outfit challenge, they might get in the way just a little bit because I don't think you can have a bracelet or a neck piece with either one of these, but I have used them in decor challenges. So for the Arendelle showcase, I was actually wearing the belted jacket with the gilded roses. It looks so good with the setting and everything. I absolutely loved it. So yeah, it's definitely a cool outfit and worth checking out if you have the moonstones. It's beautiful and it goes really well with certain settings. Our next little outfit bundle was the Red Panda ski suit, the Red Panda ski pack, and the Red Panda ski helmet. Now this one is really fun and cute, and it is a really, really cool look. But I feel like we've already had so many winter Dream Snaps, so we might not see another Dream Snap with like a wintry theme for a little while. So if you buy outfits based on how they could perform in Dream Snaps, it might not be the best time to pick this one up. Oh, and I wouldn't use this for an outfit challenge either because it's going to take the glove tag away, the bracelet tag, the neck tag. You're going to be missing out on a ton of tags. I never really recommend using outfits for Dream Snaps. You can't have boots. So yeah, if you're going to use this for a Dream Snap at all, it should be a decor challenge. That said, it is a really fun outfit set with a ton of good detail. Like, look at that backpack. Look at the skis. Look at all of the clips and straps and everything on here. I mean, it does look really well put together. And now for our last outfit item, these are the icy wings. I really love that the icy wings do have a little animation here. They kind of flutter, they open and close. Now they don't have like a really, really crazy animation. It's just a little subtle movement there, but it's still fun, and I really like that. Now I will say, if you look at the back here, you can't really see the centerpiece of it with this armor on. So unfortunately, some outfits and some things you wear will kind of clip into the design here and block it. But if we take this armor off and just throw on something else like this blue suit, now you can see that beautiful centerpiece. And I think that centerpiece is one of the coolest things about this. And I also love the fact that the wings actually aren't connected, like physically. It's like by magic. If it fits your aesthetic and your vibe, it's worth getting, but it's not really a must-have in my opinion. Now, before we move on to the one new item in this week's premium shop, we're going to take a look at our last little guy here, which is the citrus turtle. Like I said before when we were looking at the shop, I think this guy is really cute. I love his design. I love the little orange peel fins and the lemon. And then on his back, you know, like I said, he has that cute little leaf. I just think this is quite a fun companion skin. Might be worth getting. This little guy hasn't appeared in the shop in ages. Overall, the citrus turtle, he's really cute. He's got some good detail, and like I said, he can go over really well in certain dream snaps. So worth getting if you have the extra moonstones. And finally, we can take a look at this week's one and only brand new item in the premium shop, which is this really, really cool Hercules collection, or should I say bundle. Anyway, we got the really cool Phil statue here, which is nice. You know, it's got a nice height. It's a little bit taller than my avatar. I like that. It's easy to notice. It's not super small or anything. The gazebo, the mighty gazebo, this is outstanding. I want to get a bunch of these, maybe put them in a row to have like a big tunnel. There are some really cool things you can do with this, and I love the coloration at the top as well. The detail, this just looks really good. And then we have the bench over here, which is also quite nice. I like the way that it has this little angle and curve, and you can sit in a couple of different spots on the bench. I want to see if I can sit dead center. Let me see. No, it looks like it's going to make you choose either left or right, but it is cool. Another nice thing about this set that I want to point out is you guys can actually put things under this gazebo, and that's something that I think is really, really important, because if you make a trail of these and you make, or if you try to make like a temple or something and you want like some kind of pathing like zircon, or maybe you want flowers under it, I don't know, whatever you would want under here. Maybe you want Phil's statue under there. But yeah, you could put stuff under here if you want to. So I think that's a nice touch with the gazebo, makes it have a little bit more value. I mean, it should work like that because that's how all the gazebos work. You know, if we look at the elegant gazebos, they're the same way. You can put things under them. So not a surprise there, but just in case you were wondering, now you know. As far as the Scrooge pricing for these items, once you unlock them from the premium shop, it's all averaging out around 3,000 star coins. So the Phil statue is 2,720, the big old gazebo is 3,400, and the bench is 3,000, which I think is a little bit overpriced for the bench, honestly. I could see this for the gazebo, but the bench, fortunately, the price isn't too crazy, so if you wanted to get a bunch of these to put in like a Dream Snap this week, because again, this does go really well with the current Dream Snap theme since we're going with this whole ancient aesthetic, so utilizing these could be really, really nice. I do think out of everything in the premium shop this week, this Hercules bundle, in my opinion, is the best purchase you can make. I'd love to hear your thoughts though. You know, I thought 1,500 moonstones was a good price for that. The star coin prices seem fair as well. What do you think the best thing in the premium shop was this week? And how do you feel about this Hercules bundle? Are you liking this? Do you think this is really fun? And would you like to see more items from this collection? And there you have it, my friends. Like I said at the beginning of this video, we had a lot to talk about today. If you enjoyed today's video, do me a very big favor and press that like button for me, as it helps more people find my channel. Also, consider subscribing for more Disney Dreamlight Valley and gaming content. As always, thank you so much for your time today, and good luck in your Dream Snaps challenges.